Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Never true word said, Mr. Ainley. Thank you very much. I've really got an appreciation for the Ainley Master now that I never used to have. And I think it's because John Culshaw really likes the Ainley Master. And so when he does him, there's all this love of this guy. I think he's imbuing, I don't know, the stuff that's there, but it's not really. It's like there's a more depth in John Culshaw doing Ainley. I think they're an Ainley himself. Like it's this playfulness, But no, I got a real appreciation for Ainley going on. I was just on Downstream talking about if Doctor Who's going to be cancelled. I think probably, but I don't. I think if they can avoid it, they won't. I don't think the point was they're saying, well, it's doing very badly in the ratings. It's kind of embarrassing for them. And I don't know. It's it hasn't been a problem so far, right? Again, if they can go through season 12, right, and the reaction of season 12, the BBC went through season 12, and we remember how it went down. It didn't go down well, right? It wasn't a success in any real way. It was generally hated across the fan world. The audience viewing fell off a cliff. Nobody liked it. It was very strange. And they went, yeah, let's do some more. Just like that. I'm like, really? So clearly, terrible reception, right? Doing very badly is no barrier to this show being on air, right? It's same as still started Discovery, right? Like in no way is it doing well, right? Like in no way, in any way, shape, or form is it doing well. And they're like, yeah, let's do some more. I'm like, how? I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's just corporate malfeasance. It's really how, isn't it? I mean, that's really the only answer I can come up with. Yeah, corporate malfeasance. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, I mean, listen, Star Wars is like, Star Wars got a whiff of success, right? And then they're like, nope, let's snatch that victory from let's snatch that defeat from the jaws of victory. High Republic, yeah. I'm like, what are you? What's wrong with you? Just go with a Luke Skywalker thing. You idiots! Looks to me like there's a civil war going on in Lucasfilm, and Favreau got stomped somehow. I think he just got stomped completely, right? Because that's how he's acting. He's all of a sudden everything's capitulating to back to the sequel trilogy. What? I don't understand. What happened? I guess it's kind of upside down, inside out politics. Which is always weird. On the best of times. That going on, and honestly, it's this. So yeah, I don't think I don't know if they can make it, they'll make it, right? I think it's all dependent on the external investment from HBO, which is why, when you said it's in great shape, it was in great shape. It's got its budget paid for. One second. I've got my daughter WhatsApping me. One second. Here we go. I'm gonna leave her a voice message. I think it's probably the easiest thing. So let's see what she wants. Okay, let's see what she wants. Can I come down so you can taste a bit of cheddar cheese for me? I take that. No, okay, no, I don't want to taste it to find it off. No, thank you. No, I've just started my live stream, and I really don't want to start it by eating poison cheese and then vomiting profusely. Look, I bet the chat's going crazy. Eat the poison cheese, Rabbi. No, I'm not eating poison bloody cheese. Leave me alone. I've just started, so don't. No, not for that. No, I think it's bad. Leave it alone. All right, bye. Okay, that hopefully did the trick, right? We'll find out. So anyway, Where was that? Wait 1 second. I know. She said, I can hear you. I love you. Don't eat the cheese. Fine. All right, well, wait. Yes, I think she's saying yes. She's not in the cheese already. Everybody can chill out. There's a bit of coffee. What? No, that's not. Okay, fine. And you're hungry. What? Fine. Okay. Okay. How old are you? You're like, what, 24? I don't know. Wait. I have no idea how old she is. 96. I think born in 97. So yeah, she's cracking on. Like, I don't know. Wake up your own bloody mind. Here, I'll send the message, right? What's she saying? I can see you on Facebook. Okay, good. Are you watching me on Facebook? I don't know what you want to eat. I mean, come. Have flakes. Have some flakes. Or, okay, you know what I would do? Okay, here's what you do. Sounds kind of gross, but this is good for food if you're hungry and you eat, okay? You get a piece of pita, right? Slice it. Slice the pita. Stuff it with cheese. Okay, and then if you want to go crazy, you can put some like marinara sauce in it, right? Stuff it. Put it in the toaster oven, right? Wait. That's the hardest bit, okay? So the bread gets all nice and crispy, cheese gets all melty. Sometimes I put mustard in with it. You can do, yeah, I would say do what you want, really. I mean, listen, most of you aren't Jewish, so you can probably put meat in, right? And then take it out of the toaster oven. That's a very important step. Take it out of the toaster oven, and then eat it. That's what I would suggest. You're welcome. You see, the Rabbi has solutions for all your problems. Fine, we have a lot to talk about. Himesh Patel, really? I wouldn't mind. Honestly, I would. Actually, yeah, I would. You know, I mean, maybe he could. Like, I don't want to belittle him as an actor. I've seen him play two types of roles, right? I've seen him play like the what's it called again? What's it? The Tenet, and what's the guy like? I've seen him play the weird Christopher Nolan role. He's always the same guy in Christopher Nolan, like a sweaty engine guy, scientist genius, right? Also, like doing something very dodgy that he shouldn't be doing, right? He's just sweaty, right? And that's what he is in every what's his name's movies, right? Or he's like the guy from EastEnders, the neighbor guy from EastEnders. I can't remember. That's him. Okay, he may have an incredible commanding doctor in him, right? But I don't want either of those two guys to be the doctor, right? I mean, the sweaty guy. That's like, I don't know. That'd be scary, right? That would just be scary. The other guy, not so much. Anyway, so I'm listening to. I'm trying to catch up my Big Finish. I'm listening to The Plight of the Pimpernel. It's a Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant story, right? A combination I absolutely adore. Because Nicola Bryant didn't wear much clothes, and she's a very attractive young lady. Just as puberty hit, right? Just as I was like, whoa, ooh, yeah, you know. So I really like that. And then Colin Baker was somewhere going on the back. I don't know. He was also there, apparently, a little bit, right? But yeah, that's why it had such a colourful coat, right? Because Nicola Bryant, baby. Nicola Bryant. Yeah, that's why I was kind of a bit overdone where you had it with Bonnie Langford. Anyway, so it's a great combination, right? Great combination. But the last 6 Doctor and Perry set, not good. Lots of feminist bullcrap, right? And what I mean by feminist bullcrap is there are always advantages and disadvantages to everything. To be anything you are in life gives you advantages and disadvantages. Even being born into extreme wealth, right? I mean, look at The Crown. If you've ever seen The Crown, you see, like, would you want to be born as one of the royals? Nah, not really. That doesn't look like a fun life to me, right? I'd much rather have, a wife and kids. I'd much rather have a normal life. Doesn't look, it depends what you view as a point of life. If you view point of life as the acquisition of things, as Captain Picard would say. If you view that as a point of life, then I was going to say, if you then being born rich is a really unfair advantage. If you view the point of life is to become a better human being, to grow, to be more than you are, being wealthy is a horrible disadvantage, right? I mean, it makes life much easier in a lot of respects. And from struggle comes achievement. It's just the way it is. I know it sucks. I know we don't like it, but that's just the way it is. So, like, that everybody, there are advantages and disadvantages to everything in life, right? Pretty much to every position in life, every identity in life. So what these feminists do, they look at the disadvantages of being a average woman in 1890, whatever, the disadvantages, and they then map that onto today, right? And without looking at the advantages and disadvantages of being masculine and feminine, they just do it in a very disingenuous way so they can get the answer that they want, and they can get angry and stomp their feet, right? So that's what's going on in this story as well, a little bit. It's not a bad little story. I'm only halfway through it. Colin Baker is being the Scarlet Pimpernel. And he's quite good at it, and so I kind of liked it. A bit goofy and silly, and then there's like these robots going on as well, and the stuff. And then they're back in England. Perry is the lady of the manor, or impersonating it. And anyway, so the Doctor needs to do something with this other guy there. But he also needs to get back to France to Scarlet Pimpernel and another couple of people. So then he can't do both. The Perry says, "Well, I'll go. I'll be the Scarlet Pimpernel." And he's like, "Well, you can't. You're a woman." He's like, "Well, why do all boys have all the fun, all the adventure?" I'm like, "Darling, you're 5 foot tall and you got huge tits. What the hell? Don't you know? I mean, yes, you know what you're like. Really? There's not much you can look. You can put a burqa on, baby, but I'm still going to be turned on by you. It's just the way it is. I can sense a bit of Perry, like you can fog out a Perry in a piece of in a picture or a video. I'll be able to sniff out a bit of Perry there. I got a bit of Perry, a bit of scent of Perry, and I am okay. I'm sorry, it's hardwired in. It got listen, like when the Doctor's regenerating, he's kind of like fluid. He takes on. I think he can like take on his environment. I was like in puberty, and that's how Nicola Bryant as Perry got subsumed into my consciousness, into the horrors that is the Spank Bank. Yes, she is entombed forever in the Spank Bank. So anyway, she's doing all this feminist bullcrap. It just annoying me. So now you got Nicola Bryant, okay, doing. Firstly, in the first episode, she was doing Perry doing an English accent, which was kind of interesting. And then she had Nicola Perry doing a French accent in the second episode, which was Scarlet Pimpernel. I'm like, but you're obviously, this is like a pantomime Dane. You got huge tits. What do you want me to tell you? I mean, like, really? Why do you think JNT said, here, put on this spandex? Why did you think that happened? Did he think, your character's an enthusiastic gymnast and she might break into, interpretive flip-flopping? And no! Whatever he told you, if it wasn't to do with your huge freaking tits, if it wasn't to do with that, he was lying. That's the reason. That's the reason. And what you wore your heels in Lanzarote or wherever? Yeah, that's practical. Yeah, come on. Don't pretend like you were there. You took your clothes off for pictures. I mean, you weren't like pornographic. But I've put, salacious images of you on my thumbnails before. Don't pretend, you are not part of this system, which you have benefited from. You're currently, and listen, I want to be 100% clear, 100% clear. I think my core belief in life. I'll tell you, this is actually a good little segue. One of my core beliefs in life is the root of all evil. Every piece of evil can be traced back to one specific thing, and that is a misuse of power. Right? A misuse of power. When anybody is whatever evil is, it's always a misuse of your power. And it could be an insignificant power, but if you're misusing it, you're misusing, and that is what I think. That's the I mean, if you're given a power to do a certain thing and you use it for something else, it's evil. I think that's definitely use it for your personal gain. That's evil, right? So how do I get onto that? That's interesting. Talking about evil. I don't know. I can't remember. It's all gone. All gone again. There you go. That's life being nearly 50, mate. Let's say hello to the chat. Derek McManus is here. Good evening to you, sir. 1 second. I got my mouse over next person, so I can't see who it is. It is Darren M. Greetings and felicitations. So to you soon, my good sir. PD Rich is here. Darren M is here. PD, I always say PD Rich. I can't stop saying this after the 13th bleeder. He's absolutely right. Gotta sign up, baby. You know what I really love in life? You know what I really, really would enjoy? To interview Jodie Whittaker. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'll be very polite. I will, as polite as I could be. But I would, but like, I wouldn't that be interesting? Not so much Chris Chibnall, but I could be much more. I'm much more curious about Jodie Whittaker. Really, so, how do you think it's going? You know, we went like, how do you think it's going? Yeah, it's not going well, darling. Not well, not well. Like, why did you play the doctor like she's a idiot and coward in all these places and incapable? Like, didn't you read the script for Revolution of the Daleks and said, wait a minute, the doctor can't break herself out of jail. She needs Captain Jack to come and save her. And she went, no. Yeah, no. Peter Capaldi wouldn't need Captain Jack to come and save her, and you did that. I think it's because you don't understand the character, and I don't think you care. That's what I think is going on. Sometimes Pearls getting spicy in Dan's chat. That's always a fun thing to do. Getting spicy in Dan's chat. Look, Eddie is here. Don't eat the cheese. Don't eat the cheese. See, I'm glad we agree there. Apparently I don't know about classic, even though what? Yeah, me too. Look, season 24 is awful. Okay, let's just be honest. And I haven't even pre-ordered it yet. It's so bad, right? I like again. I forgot how bad Delta and the Bannerman was. It's not just shit in every way. I mean, that first episode, I held out a lot of hope, right? That first episode, I thought, you know what, you could change around special effects, you know, do that and make it work. And it was like kind of holding together. And the second episode went bleh! You had like the baby, and you had the weird like Delta woman, and you had like the guy, the weird singer, and Ray, and driving around a lot in the countryside, right? For some unknown reason, and you had nothing made sense. Right? Who cared? Nothing made sense. And then the third episode, they had about 15 minutes worth of script for like 25 minutes. Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad. You might be able to edit together like a 50-minute version from that with new special effects and then have it be watchable, right? I think you could probably do that. But in present form, unfreaking watchable. I would, you know what? I would like to see a movie length version of it. I think you can make it much better, right? I think edit that down, edit the crap out of it. It will be much better. I will take out some. I would even take out some. Oh no! How can you get around the honey and the bees and like it's all so bad. So you got that. Then you got Paradise Towers. I mean, come on. What you got? What's his name? Rhubarb. Griffiths, or whatever his name is. Okay, whatever his freaking name is. And you got Pex, who was supposed to be this big musty guy, so this little wimpy guy, right? And it was like terrible sets. Film it on like this was Andrew Cartmell said it. If you filmed it on location, right, and you made 2 casting changes, right? Get a real actor to be the villain, and get or somebody who will play it like a real actor. Derek Bryars, right? Richard Bryars, right? Somebody who will play like look, he's pretty good, but he just wouldn't do it, right? So unfortunately, you get I like Hell and Pace. I like them in Survival. You get Richard Bryars, and then change Pex. And you know what? There was a show on at the same time called like it was like the Empire Club or something like that. It was called but that had a bunch of like these super muscly guys in it. I'm like, that should have been Pex. Like these bodybuilders should have got an Arnold Schwarzenegger, like a bodybuilder type. That would have been a brilliant bit of casting, and people would have really liked it. And you probably would have got a pretty good actor for that as well. Because you know what? I bet there's like somebody who wants to be a thespian is out there. But yeah, not to be. So yeah, the only way of rescuing Paradise House is to remake it, right? And then if you're going to do that, just destroy it. Okay, don't bother. What's the bloody point? So you got Tybin the Rani, and it's like, Kate Mara's not bad. Lot hotter than Mel, noticeably so. Which was kind of weird. Yeah, that was Tetrax were awful. I like the flying balls. That's about it, really. Yeah, the script was awful. It's awful. It's just awful. It's terrible. And then you got what's the next one? And then you got Dragonfire is the closest to being a watchable story that season, right? You had that good special effect. You had the crappy ending, cliffhanger of episode 1, and the deranged woman. So maybe, but other than that, there was a lot that like worked for it, even though is a bit crap. It was a bit like that whole year. That whole year was not good. It was not good. Okay, they pulled it back. Okay, it's like look. You have a bad season. They pulled it back, and I will probably buy it. I will probably buy it for the extras, and I will feel guilty not buying it. But yeah. Okay, so the question was, will Doctor Who be cancelled? So my feeling is, if they could have, if they can make it, they'll make it. My feeling is this: I don't think HBO Max is going to be around, because I think, I think I think America's going to be over in a month or so. I think nothing looks like it's not panning out exactly the way I said it would, right? Nothing's like we're not derailing from that, no, we are so on call. So yeah, listen, Donald Trump very much scared the Democrats. I think we can say that he very, very much scared them on a very, very visceral level, and they're very, very, very scared. They're also crazy, and they're wrong about everything. But I think they're going to want to scorched earth, go after him as much as they can, which is going to inflame tensions, and shit's going to hit the fan. And then there's going to be, more run on the what's the name? What's the GameStop's things? That will crash the market. That is absolutely going to crash the market. But I think the end is nice. So I don't think HBO Max is going to survive. Right? I just don't think it's going to, because I don't think America's going to survive. But I think after the Ashes, it will be quite good. I think 18 months from now, we're all going to be good, baby. Right? And you're okay. There's nothing you can do. Your only prediction is this: is A, be nice to each other, regardless of whether I'm right or wrong. It'll just make you happier. Okay, be nice to each other. And B, if you believe in God, or you're open to the idea of talking to God, talk to God. All right, that's the only thing you can do. That's it. That absolutely. Don't try and make a bargain. That's not going to happen. That never works. That never, ever, ever, ever works. God isn't interested in striking a bargain. God is interested in you being great. And this is my personal philosophy. God wants you to be the greatest you can be. which often means he tortures you an awful lot, right? No, but that's basically what problems are. That's what God. Every bit of pain in your life is God sharpening you into the blade that you can be, and the more you can take it, the better you can be, right? That's really the idea. But you know, like don't be afraid or anything. But if you sort of believes in God, or open the idea, give it a try. I think he responds to most languages, right? You know, listen, the way and the way God interacts in my life, right? Which may well be delusional, 100%. I hear it. I hear it. Is that happenstance, right? Like, like I'll be thinking of a question, right? I'll be thinking of a question, like, you know, should I go left or right? And I'll hear somebody walk by me and say, turn right. And that sort of thing has happened a few times in my life. And it's also, you just kind of feel out. You try and listen. My first thought about most things, you know, when I'm not being a bad boy, is like, what would God want, right? And that's what I try and guide as my guide. And even if I'm wrong, you know, it's a good way to live life. However, here's a drawback. Here's a drawback to it, though. I was really surprised. You're like, I'm very naive. So I was very surprised when other people who I thought lived life like that really didn't. And it's like, wow, you're a scumbag. I was like, whoa. But you know, you look at, but that's all you can do. Okay, be nice to each other and like, yeah, be kind to each other. But was that great that closing line from Capaldi? Always try and. Always try and be nice, but never fail to be kind. Yeah, so that was a really great. Moffat wrote some great Doctor lines there. Peter, I'm up to Denzel's Darkness right now. Oh, awesome, says Kel Lynch. That's my classic Odyssey is over. I'll need to go back to rewatch it on Heart and Fathom. Okay, that's all. That's good stuff. Dr. Alex, how you doing, sir? Oh man, I just did a big jump. Big jump. Oh, sounds like my doggy. Oh, I'll tell you, I'm very enamored with Daisy. Do I have any new Daisy shots to show you? Daisy is cute. Daisy is clever. Daisy is actually surprisingly clever. I'm just waiting for that page to open up. Go on, where's my WhatsApp? Oh, there we go. I'm just looking at stuff people have sent me on WhatsApp, but I hate WhatsApp. But it's a here we go. Will we have it? Yeah, this is Daisy after who's after being a little shagged out after having a bit of a prounce around the room, have a crazy run. And we share screen. Share screen. It's a Chrome tab. It is WhatsApp. Yes, that's unconscious Daisy. She likes sleeping upside down. Here's another one. And you don't realize that she's really tiny. Okay, she's really teeny tiny. This little doggy. Oh man, she does make me laugh. This dog. But she's got a lot. Yeah, does have a lot. But normally when she's up, she's like. She's always excited and happy. Oh man, she is an absolutely lovely dog. She's a bit bitey though. It's how she picks things up with her mouth. So she goes for your nose often. We're training her not to do that. Peridar, there you go. Logan and Fiver's here. I gotta watch Logan's run at some point so I can remember what they say. Logan 5. There is no sanctuary. Logan 5. 8-bit Snick Boy. Wow, okay. Evening Rabbi, everybody has a spank bank male or female. Nicola Bright was great in Star Trek. Yes, she was. Absolutely. The only new Star Trek worth watching these days. Okay. Here's how easy it would be to save Star Trek. How incredibly easy, right? It would be, and how much money they would save, right? Take the budget they got now, scrap everything. Get rid of Kurtzman, everything goes, right? Make the fan films kosher again. However, the stipulation is you have to put them on the CBS platform, right? That's the only place you can see them. Smart move, right? Because I might even sign up for that, saying I want, right? So that's the first thing. And I'll even facilitate it. I have like 2 standing sets they could always use, right? So yeah, that's just to like make life easy. But why not? I got the set space. I'm CBS, right? So that do that. I would commission a Star Trek Continues series, right? That like Vic Monaga, that guy, that just commission a Fallout 12 episodes. Do that. I would. What else would I do? I would do a Captain Ranker for a 4-hour TV event. But like you could probably do that for like 1 episode on Picard, right? That's it. You really and get some really great Star Trek out. And here's the thing. Things only succeed in being what they are. This is I think what we've discovered. Things only really succeed in being what they are. And Star Trek's trying to be other things, and it's failed. Whenever you try and be something else, you always fail. That's actually I think the cornerstone of being of YouTubing. You just be yourself, right? I'm a bit too much myself, so maybe I need to dial it back a bit. Anyway, but so if Star Trek it was allowed to be what it is, it would do better than it's doing now, and it would attract a new generation because there's always going to be that segment of population, kids that would want to watch Star Trek, right? But that it's not attracting anybody anymore because it's garbage, right? That's essentially what's going on. Star Trek is garbage, therefore, nobody wants to see it. It's really quite simple, I really wish I could be a management consultant, charge of like $200,000. Say yeah. PD Rich says, hit the like button, press exhibition. Perry was definitely a great sex. Yes, she was. But it's a very weird sexual awakening when, okay, you get them put this into a blender. You got a bit of Perry action going in there. You got Serverland. You got that kinkiness of Serverland in there. You got a little bit of Sarah Green bobbling around. And there's got to be maybe was it Sue Yin, whatever her name was, Glenn's barber from Blake 7. Put that in a blender. Yeah, there you go. That's my sexual awakening. Tracy Thomas, how are you? You came in just at the right time. PD Ritter, hello to you. Blue Planet, how are you? So I hear the rumor that Jodie hasn't been a complete success in the role. Yes, I believe that is in fact the case. She hasn't been studying Aubrey. The BBC, the Pratts, even back then, recording over save money episodes. That is very true. That is indeed very true. Narrative sense is an undiscovered country to Chibnall. Can we make that into mugs? That's a brilliant line. It's absolutely true. Narrative success is an undiscovered country to Chibnall. It's really. It's incredible though that he got so far in his career, right? Like really. I think he got very, very far in his career. Like I read, he was one of the writers on the Star Wars Underworld series that never happened. Right? He was. So he did. He's had a great career. Unbelievable. Richard Bryars. Yet the Rani is another opportunity for new who instead of being a psychomaster go representation. Yay. They technically canceled the show after a few cancelled a few years ago. Oh, so here, I had this thought. You know what I think I'm going to do until, there's any sign of Doctor Who returning, which I don't think there is. I'm going to re-edit Twice Upon a Time, right? So he regenerates into Hartnell, right? And the TARDIS regenerates into Hartnell's TARDIS. I got to find a way of doing that. But that's that'll be interesting, right? That'll be a really interesting. And then it's like circular. We should make that. We should make that into a project. I think. I predict a quiet unannounced. Yes, I think you're right, Derek Maris. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, it's just again. If like these colossal tidal waves are coming, which they are inevitably seem to be coming, right? There seems to be no way around it. There's not going to be making Doctor Who. There's not going to be making Doctor Who on the upside. Pressing Expedition. I said hello to you, Pressing and Kel Lynch. I said hello to you as well. I'm nearly there. I am nearly there. Problem Pig, how you doing? So I'm glad I'm laughing at me saying I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. I am almost always nearly there. Close the bell end, says Leland Gaunt. Fine. Yes, Peter is rewrite the last Capaldi episode. It worked. Yeah, exactly. I mean, having regenerate into Hartnell, wouldn't that be an interesting episode? Right, and yeah, and there I can stick with that until Doctor Who, eventually one day will come back. I think it will come back. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we're looking at tonight. I'm totally frozen. But there we go. Fine. So, Hamish Patel, we got to look at this article. He's not the bloody Doctor. Don't be silly. He's like, J-Bot Mailbag. We got to do that. They are hilarious. Maybe we will start with that. There's the article with John Barrowman. I'm kind of interested in this Alden Heinrich returning to solo ones. So we might look at that as well. But yeah, let's start with a bit of J-Bot Mailbag because freaking hilarious. They are so funny. There you go. They just have no idea how stupid they are. It's great. It really is great. I did promise it to you last time. Okay. My computer is crawling. Come on. What's going on? What do I have open up there? Okay, let me force quit something. Get me rid of Photoshop is open. Okay, that's pretty a bad idea. Let's close Photoshop. Wow, it's so slow. It won't even tell me to open the close box. Oh, there you go. Force quit. Application not responding. No shit. Okay, now my browser is frozen as anything. Anything could be happening. Like literally, there could be a guy creeping up behind me, about to kill me. No, nothing. Okay, good. I think I'm cool. Okay, now let's see if I can move that browser. There you go. That worked. Fine. Where were we at? Oh yeah, J-Bot Mailbag. Where was that? I'll put them over here. And there's a lot. Oh god, they're so funny. So I incurred their wrath twice. And they're so righteous. They're so funny. Oh my god, they are so funny. But there's one I was talking to on a chat here, and they're like, these kids are just stupid. Bottom line is they're stupid, and nobody's ever told them they're stupid, right? They have no critical ability of thinking. They are just morons. They really are. These kids are just morons. Oh, they're so funny. So look. I'm not going to do super long. I don't do this till I get bored of them. So this is one of the things they were upset about. I did this. Was it yesterday? They're like, WTF? Is this? This looks like they really like it. There's like two laughy faces. This looks like a successful review, right? But it's not. But I'm eliciting that's the response I hope to elicit. Right, so I blanked over his name out because I do not want to be accused of bullying these morons. So this was a Jodie gif of him going. Says, remember though, Jodie fans are the childish ones. No. That's not what I said. You're not childish. You're children. There's a difference. Not childish. You're children. Right? You don't have the capacity to be anything other than childish. Because you're children, right? That's why. But you wouldn't understand that. Because you're children. Now, if I didn't need to underscore the fact that you're children, you accompany it with the gif of a childish gif. Okay? So somebody said, I'm not taking a size, but they are almost as bad as each other. NMDs. I've never used that hashtag. Are worse. But it's not good versus evil like people make out. Okay, there's toxicity on both sides. Well, that's a strangely reasonable point. Whoever that is making. I tend to agree with you. Okay, we're on board. I agree on that. But I must admit, I see much more toxicity from images because you don't see it from yourself. All right, you're blind. Listen, has the events of the world not taught us. We are blind to our own side's failings, right? I get a feeling that one side is more blind to their failings of, like, the whole like Democrat side, whatever you want to call them. They have no idea they're being massive hypocrites, right? They have no idea. It hasn't even occurred to them. They're just terrified. That's why I think we're in trouble. That's why you don't see any coming from, because this thread existing is toxicity. You are inherently toxic. But obviously that's the case because I follow more fans who like Jody, or at least not disrespectful if they don't. Again, I don't think I'm disrespectful to anybody. If you like it, you like it. I hate it. I don't think it's disrespectful stating your opinion that may be contrary to yours, right? Why is that disrespectful? James Hamilton, if I did not say hello, how are you? I said, you okay, Rabbi? You sound under the weather. No, I'm about the same. No, as Sid Vicious said that he had woke up with appendicitis. I woke up feeling no more sick than normal. But I know people that take it too far on both sides. Well, okay, well, this is a reasonably, reasonable threat so far. There is nothing on the side of things, but it's not much more. Both sides can be incredibly toxic. Okay, everybody's being reasonable. This is boring. Come on, let me get some crazies. Yes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but never to the levels I've seen from M&D's. What? Give me an example. Mine was just a few minor arguments and comments in a section, but I've seen M&D's take a whole different level, telling people they are brain damaged. Well, if you say something that makes you sound brain damaged, if you say something that sounds incredibly stupid, people will ask you, "Are you brain damaged?" Yes. I think we might run into one or two people on this thread. I've had friends had to leave Twitter just because I even suggested both sides could almost be as bad as each other, and the insults came mostly from Twitter. Okay, this is I don't know what's going on. I think I'm on board with not my doctor. Apparently, I definitely disagree. It's on both sides. The Who addicts are the best example I can think of. I definitely agree. Okay, fine. Okay, everybody's being very reasonable. I haven't. I don't even know what to say, but I got to admit his thumbnail, for whatever the hell it is, looks like it was he was on acid. Oh, I wish, baby. I totally wish. Let me look at that thumbnail again. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. That's a fair critique. Doing it, so I've seen his videos a few times. Don't agree, and it's mostly boring. Okay, well, that's your opinion. But boring doing it. If I'm going to watch someone hate Doctor Who, it's Babyface is one. Listen, I would agree with you. Yeah, okay. I'm just okay. They just all shook their head. So this was a funnier one. This is one I saw last week. This was hilarious. So I put this up when this was a thing from Scream Rant, right? And so I said, "Oh, she could be an alien." Well, that's how they're going to do the shipping in the TARDIS. So I did a very, very sexist, very sexy alien thing with the ads. Say, "Hi, Doctor. I'm really an alien from the planet Lesbos." So now they list my crimes. TW. What does TW mean? TARDIS time. David Enke, how you doing? Can somebody in the chat tell me what TW means? TW. Homophobia. Here are all your crimes. Creating a fake rumor. No, it wasn't a fake rumor. It was me reading an article on Screenpad. Creating a fake rumor so you can make a joke that's not even funny. I don't see it, so it's not funny. Because I don't see anything. No, nothing funny from me. No, he's not funny because he's not my side. Maybe it'll work if you throw in a joke about lesbians. Maybe it will. So then, also, if yes is replaced by alien, what? Okay, I love it. I love what they think about. 1, it's a sci-fi show starring an alien. 2, we literally had Amy replaced by Janet. Yeah. Listen, I think it's reasonably fair to say that his chibs, that the blessed be his name, isn't overly original, right? Like we've had when the season hasn't been unbearably, unwatchably bad, it is played as a weird form of like karaoke of the best hits done badly of Doctor Who, right? He's not good at trigger warning. Thank you. Problem being answers all my questions, right? Seriously, 80% of my questions in life, problem being answers. That's actually true. That's very disturbing. Fine. So, okay. Also, oh my God, they're going. Handles and Nardos have been our only non-Earthling companions in 16 years, both male or at least male-coded. River refused to be a permanent companion, and comes from Earth. What's your point? Meaning we have no extraterrestrial women as the Doctor's companion in the modern era. Okay, thank you for those weird statistics. In other words, having female alien companion is overdue. He's done any wrong, but he's also right. That's how wrong he is. Ah! This is so funny. And while I prefer a more honest and less hackneyed way of making such a happen, it'll at least break some monotony. Well, I thought everything was right. Sure, it seems to me a lot of this dude's jokes are usually stem from a place of ooh gays. No, no. A lot of my jokes do stem from it's ridiculous to have shipping in the TARDIS with between Yaz and Doctor. It's ridiculous. It's in the same way if you watch Monty Python, if they haven't removed it from reality, you had men in dresses because it was just absurd. It was utterly absurd. That's what that was the world that was. Were they right? Were they wrong? Who knows or dares to dream? I do not make aspersions on anyone. Fine. What goes on? Who cares? Or how can I say how can I say the grossest possible thing right now in a Candice way of a joke? That's fair. Which is how you get gags about him wanting to F a teenager against their will. You see, I don't make that leap. This is where we differ. I just like me. I don't assume people want to rape children. It's like I'm obviously not of this generation who is malicious and insane. I don't get it. This is the thing. When they don't get it, they think it's wrong and not them. Can some explain how Yaz has been embraced by an alien? Then somebody places the article. Okay, goes blah blah blah. Yeah, honestly, they get boring. Yeah, this one's a bit more interesting. Yeah, this was from the YouTubes, right? Where was this from? Where did we start? We'll just look at a bit of this because it's just like it just goes in a weird place. It goes so weird. Guy's a weirdo. That's basically the reason what we're doing. So anyway, so we're talking about Talents of Wang Chao Yang. No, sadly it is. We're talking about racist. It's a product of its time, but it's still a fantastic episode. I say so. I reply saying I strongly disagree. For me, racism must come with animosity towards a particular group, and there just isn't there. There is a nervous uncomfortableness at the differences or that an influx of the Chinese people to the 18th century UK, but not animosity. I think that's bad. I think it's a fair way of saying it. So now it gets weird. Okay, I'll tell you. You'll go with me on my journey. So then he replies, I didn't ask your opinion. Yeah, you did. That's what comment is. It's you commenting on me, and we haven't done that. That's what it is. Ding-a-ling. I didn't ask your opinion. Just realize what they did was racist. Just realize it. Don't think for yourself. No, don't think for yourself. That's crazy. Just realize it. But it's a product of the 1970s. Even till 2008, people were still doing blackface, etc. No, they weren't. Leave me alone. They weren't doing it in the late 70s. They weren't doing it in the early 80s. At that point, it became taboo, right? And that's the point, Gollywonks came off Marmalade, right? 80s. I was there. You're a weirdo. No, you're not weirdo. You're just an ignorant child, as it turned out. So I went and looked at this guy's channel. He has a channel. That's not a kid, but he's a kid. I mean, I'm telling you, he's literally 14, maybe 16 years old, right? I'm like, how are you saying this with such absolute certainty? We're doing bad. So calm down and then realize, yeah, I'm just right. Like, no, asshole. Okay. So I first explain, when you comment on one of my videos, it's normally starting a dialogue, which involves asking other people's opinions. So don't you think you're being very dogmatic and close-minded? I mean, I was alive in the 70s. I remember the national cultural attitudes. Were you? My guess from your responses, you probably weren't. Yeah, I didn't look to afterwards. And then he says, yeah, spelt wrong. Thankfully, I wasn't. Something you need to know about the world and society. I love it being when a 14-year-old lectures you, right? It's so funny. And he just goes on and on and on. So then he has this like breakdown after a bit. Where is it? I'm clicking on the wrong thing. He has this like weird breakdown. Where'd it go? There we go. Hang on. There we go. It just goes weird. So yeah, then he just starts being rude and starts being. But then he goes like, he sees saying bye, and he keeps going. And then he goes about, sorry, your grandmother's passed, and then he puts in all the lyrics of "Sweet Dreams Are Made of These." He's just I broke him. I don't know what was going on there. That's a weird kid, man. That's a weird kid. I don't know what's going on. Fine. So let's have a look again. Where are we going to go first? We'll do we won't do the Himesh Patel thing first. That's just kind of stupid. I'm probably doing a video on tomorrow. Is I saw this article in the Express that Alan Yenter wants the BBC to turn into a YouTube-like service. Right? He basically wants it to become YouTube, which I'm like, yeah, too little, too late. Why don't you just like, how you gonna go? Okay, a few things going on here we can look at. There you go. Share screen. Screen said. Global over propaganda. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, isn't it freaky? It's like, it's so freaky. People are just like, there's like an agreed line, and if you don't agree to it, it's every dystopian TV. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand how they don't see it. Right? Isn't it weird? Funny how they hate historical stuff, white men in history, when they swallow the philosophy of three dodgy Frenchmen from the 1960s. Well, don't let them think too hard. It does hurt them. That's the other thing. They're basically morons. They're morons who have no idea they're morons. And you know why they have no idea they're morons? Because they're morons. That's why. 1 second. So this is a new article. I wasn't planning on this, but I think we will look at this. The Book of Boba Fett rumored to feature the return of other Star Wars bounty hunters. Well, that does make sense, doesn't it? Right? I mean, why wouldn't it? So this is coming out next, right? I mean, again, it's not coming out because Civilization's ending. But if Civilization doesn't end, this is coming out next, I believe, right? Mandalorian, I think, is after this, if there is a Mandalorian 3. The new rumor about Lucasfilm's upcoming The Book of Boba Fett series claims that a number of Star Wars bounty hunters will be popping on the show. Okay. The rumor comes from Shockey of the LRM Online, who writes, blah, 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 blah. Who? Just tell us who. No details are provided on who, but Shockey speculates that both Bosk and Dengar make appearances in The Empire Strikes Back. Will they still have Dengar played by what's his name? Space Scotty. What's he called again? Sold out a bit, I think. Whatever his name, Mission Impossible. I quite like it. But I think they had him play on the Clone Wars. Could he play Dengar? I guess false perspective or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a way they could do it. What is his bloody name? Oh, I'm going to look it up in a second. It's just annoying me now. Okay, let's get back. They'll return. Anybody else? In R2 come home, the team attempts to assassinate Jedi Master Waste Windu by planting a bomb inside Jankovich's helmet on the bridge. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, it's just from. Okay, who cares? Who cares? Yeah, cartoon, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Who cares? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Black Panther, don't care. Leave me alone. How do I get on this list? 5 indie comics worth looking at. How do I get on that list? Somebody find out. Somebody find out who I need to grease in over at Barrigan Comics. I mean, of course, I'm talking metaphorically. I don't think I would actually physically grease somebody. That would be strange. I was going to do this story. Yes, I think we'll do this story. A bit of Disney racism always works for me. And then I have a look, and then I'll start clicking on the links I got already prepared for the other races. Okay, here we go. John Boyega, who played Finn in Star Wars trilogy, recently discussed what it was like working on the franchise. Not good. As reported in Cinema Blend, Boyega did a Q&A prompting the miniseries Small Axe. I really got to check that out. In the Q&A, Boyega taking a luxury deal. It's being in a big franchise. It's kind of a luxury deal sometimes for an actor when you want to do something else. The actor elaborated, because remember, in a franchise, you're working on one character many years, which can starve your other muscles, especially the character that was so criminally underused as Finn, who was a really interesting character, and then they just dropped it completely. Did they ever explain anything about him, about the whole Force Awakening? Who cared? Boyega then discussed he wanted to work on Small Axe with director Steve McQueen. He stated, and I wanted to do something that where I knew I'll play a different type of role, different type of man, then knowing Steve. Yeah, John Boyega for Doctor Who. He'll be a freaking awesome Doctor Who, right? Oh man, he'll be great, because I know he can do the commanding thing, right? He can do the passion. Yeah, he'll be a freaking awesome Doctor Who. Yeah, I got to start that rumor. Like what? Like I understand. Why wouldn't they cast John? But I mean, firstly, he's black. Really? Have you noticed? He's black. That's in vogue. You know, I know it's racist for you. You know, you racists think that way, but that's just the way the world is now, because you guys have taken over, right? Yeah. So there's that. Also, he's freaking awesome. Like, yes. Oh man, a younger Doctor. Yeah, he's good looking. He'll be great. Oh, he's got to get his shirt off a bit. I think, yeah, listen, that honestly, oh man, now I really want to see that Doctor Who. I'm really bummed out. We never saw. I'm really bummed out that this year Capaldi isn't regenerating into John Boyega, right? We got 2 years. We got 2 more years of Capaldi under what's his name? The Being Human guy, Toby Whitehouse, right? We got 2 more years of Capaldi under Toby Whitehouse, which actually means we really never got season 10, because that was always going to be Capaldi's final season. Toby Whitehouse would have done it differently. So we got like another mid-Doctor season for his midlife span for Moffat, which it would have been great. But yeah, wouldn't that be great? And then he's regenerating into John Boyega. That'll be freaking awesome. Oh, well, I want to live in that world. That world is much better. And when I came through, I was like, this telly, like I thought This is my big moment. YouTubers Kill and Kiki Snapples of Clownfish TV, I love Clownfish TV, reacted to Boyga's comic saying he's basically well paid, but he really can't go anywhere. It's a gilded cage. That's exactly what he's saying. Exactly, and also he was treated like crap. That character was just treated like crap. It was a disgrace. Honestly, I think when he was originally cast, you were able to portray black men being masculine, and it wasn't wrong. But literally, as he came out, that became like the worst thing in the world. If you had a black man or something, he had to be emasculated, and so the only way to really effectively do that was to make him into a comedy character, and pair him up with whatever her name was, angry Asian woman who looks like she swallowed a wasp. However, Boyega started a number of roles outside his Finn character in Star Wars, who he first portrayed in Force Awakens 2015. See, it was cast in 2013, but it was still vaguely sane. That's what happened to him, and that's why Finn got destroyed. That's why he got to. Man, it's such a tragedy. Basically, he played a character named Dutch on the TV series Taking Place in Dutch, and then in 2017 he played Ty in The Circle, and he plays Dimkus in Detroit, and he starred in Pacific Rim. I never saw that second one. I think it was on Netflix, right? I really got my browser just decided it wanted to install Flash. No, Flash is dead, baby. Flash isn't coming back. Flash is dead. Civic Rim, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is just his career, okay? Yeah, I like John Boyega. Some things. GQ. Okay. Fine. Boyega continues. So you want me to say... I enjoy being part of it. It was a great experience. No. I'll take... now I got interest again. Boyega is indeed criticizing Disney for the treatment of him. If indeed it wouldn't be the first time he's on blast. Back in September, he spoke to GQ, says, "You get yourself involved in projects, so you're not necessarily gonna like everything." Again, I wish it was the same thing as when he came on. But what I would say is don't bring out black character, market them to be much more important in the franchise, and then have them pushed aside. It's not good. I'll say it straight. You know what? And you're absolutely right. This is why I want him to be the Doctor, right? Because he's clearly got the intelligence to interpret this role correctly and take this role seriously. He'll be a freaking awesome Doctor, right? So this is really tragic. And he added, like, you guys know what to do with Daisy Ridley, and you knew what to do with Adam Driver. You knew what to do with other people. When it came to Kelly Marie Tran, when it came to John Boyega, you know, F4. He's right. Boyega says, so what do you want me to say? You want me to say I enjoy being part of it was a great experience? No. I'll take that deal when it's a great experience. They gave all the nuance to Adam Driver, the nuance to Daisy. Let's be honest. Daisy knows this. I don't know. Everybody knows this. I'm not exposing any. You're 100% right. He's 100% right. And the reason is because Disney are racist. Oh man, my browser's frozen again. Wow, it's really frozen. Oh, there you go. And then, okay, so it's more him like rattling his chains. Okay, fine. I think this article's done. So I think this article's done. We get your point. John. Fine. Let me look what else I had lined up for you. What's this? Okay, I just open up. Reveals. I don't know what My Hero's Academia is. That seems weird, but okay. Fine. I was looking. Yeah, fine. I remember I was looking over here to try and find. I'm gonna go over here. I think I saved this in drafts. Let's see what I can find. No. Oh, is that the right one? No. Let's try this one. Oh man, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there we go. No, wrong one again. Fine, I just got to look for it then. So let's look up. What's that next? What's that next article? It's also Star Wars. Yeah, now I got to look at the thumbnail again. Tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy being old. It's not easy being. Well, actually, I'm kind of fine with it. As long as you don't mind, I don't. I think we're all cool. I think we're all good. I'm just looking at now. I'm trying to open up the I don't know why my computer's moving so slowly. There we go. Oh, here we go. I found the thumbnail. It was the second. It was the second story from the last, I believe. I wanted to look at first. We did the John Boyega. We just did that just now. Order I returning to solo. That's not bad. J-Book Melbourne. Let's do Order Idric solo. We'll just Google search him. Aldrin Einrich. Come on now. The Einrich. I'm definitely spelling that wrong. Let's try that again. Okay, let's Ehren. Okay, that's what we go for. EH. Ehrenrich. There you go. Orden Einrich. Return to solo. Let's find that story. No. Oh, is this the one? There you go. I can't believe I found that straight away. That blows my mind. That absolutely blows my mind. Fine. There you go. Alden and I are rumored to be returning as Han Solo in an upcoming Star Wars series. Interesting. I have to tell you, I like Alden Ehrenreich, right? I like him. I think he's a good actor. I thought he wasn't bad in Solo. I thought I'd be interested to see what the Lord Miller version of it was, because clearly, it was a bad hodgepodge. Of like, yeah, I mean, it was a weird script that needed a specific style, and Lord and Miller. Was it Lord and Miller, whatever they are? Yeah, Lord and Miller. They have they did the Spider-Man movie Into the Spider, so they got this very kinetic sense, right? And that was really missing from it. The Ron Howard version was just like the script wasn't that great either for it. It's the Dan Morell, I think is his name. Back when he used to listen to what was it? Screen Junk? Is it Screen Junkers News? I don't listen to them anymore. He said, this is what the movie should have been. It should be called Kessel Run. Should have been a Western heist movie, like a gritty heist movie where Han Solo was like the kid in the heist and he survives it, right? It shouldn't be like a collection of the greatest hits of things we heard about Han Solo once. That's just stupid, right? It's just really, really dumb to do that. But I guess that's just what they did. Fine. So let's see what series he might be returning him. But it just seems that the power struggle right now definitely seems like Kathleen Kennedy is squashing Jon Favreau, right? That's certainly what it seems like. Will be returning to Han Solo in an upcoming Star Wars series, which sounds interesting. This rumor comes from Giant Freaking Robot. Oh, I quite like Giant Freaking Robot. They're a reasonably good source. I mean, I can't remember anything they did being completely. I think most things. I don't think they've for quite some time. However, we haven't had any official confirmation from either Lucasfilm or Emmerich himself. Will Alden be back in Solo? Something we is something it is looking like it be. And man, what scroll? Come on. Oh, totally frozen again. Wow. I wonder if the stream's frozen. Because oh man, I got the whizzy wheel of death going on right here. There we go. No, this is man. What is eating up my memory on this computer? You know, maybe okay. Next thing is I'm gonna just close down a bunch of tabs. Speaking of which, kind of missed tab. Oh, there we go. There you go. So let me just close this tab here, this tab here. No, we're doing okay. That makes life a bit easier, I think. Fine. There's a lot of shows that are coming in the not too distant future. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy revealed that they're going to be releasing shows as Osaka Rangers of the New Republic, which is the Cara Dune. Was that thing Cara Dune show? That, but they probably won't call it that or have her in it if she won't bend the knee. The Book of Boba Fett, Lando, yawn. Although I liked his casting as well. I think he's a good actor too. Kenobi, that could go that way. And the Acolyte. Acolyte, I am strangely optimistic for, right? Strangely optimistic. Oh, they got the article about Gwendolyn Christie being cast in Sandman. I really think it's bad casting. I'm sorry to derail us for a second, but I really think it's bad casting. I think that I don't see her being a natural fit for a version of the character that I read in the comic book, right? I don't see her being she may be able to change herself completely, but it seems strange. She doesn't seem a natural fit for that. It seems forced, and that's always the worst. Like again, Starbuck being gender swap, perfect, absolutely perfect. Doing it this way seems false to me. Kenny revealed that these shows will be live action and will be coming to Disney Plus. It's very exciting. I think the shows will be getting the same thing that we're going to be getting so many of these upcoming Star Wars live action shows. By the way, the thing they designed, the studio they designed to shoot this in, is the cleverest thing I've ever seen. It's so freaking clever. It's like 180 degrees back, back protection type thing that makes everything look real. And so they have the center stage element. They turn and the camera moves around them, and the background moves, and it looks 3D. It looks like they're shooting on location, essentially. And they're not. It's so clever. It's so freaking clever. I was very impressed. And also make clear, see, okay, fine, that's why I'm reading the article. What do you make of this? Like, what? Okay, so what show could he be in? I guess it's the only one who could be the Kenobi show, maybe. I guess. Right? You want to set that after? I guess. Yeah. Fine. You could be in the Kenobi show, right? That would work. That makes sense. Fine. Okay, but that's probably the only one it could be in. I mean, the Acolyte, probably not. That'd be weird. Rangers of the Republic, no. Obviously, Ahsoka, no. Unless maybe in a flashback, maybe. Andor. Could be in the Andor movie. I think that'd be a bad idea, though. Right? I think that'd be a bad idea having him in there as Andor. Fine. That is okay. I can consider that article ticked off. We have done that well. See you, Beckin. Your volume keeps going in now. Then extremely loud. Wait. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My phone was so rife with the resistant movement starting up. Mike, yeah, look, Universe has been lost, man. Universe is bad. Are you still running? Was it? See you, Beckin. You are still running, though your voice is going at robotic times. Close down more tabs. Okay. Fine. There we go. It goes down. Okay, fine. I'll find it tomorrow. Okay, let's close. There we go. And let's try this one. Doink. That should do the trick. That should definitely do the trick. How are we now? Close that tab as well. Fine. Oh, that's weird. So I just had this app try and open up. Nah, that's what was causing this thing. I just had this Adobe Creative Cloud. It's such a pain in the ass. Been trying to open up all this time. Man. Okay, fine. We did J-Bot Mailbag. We haven't done Himesh Patel. Himesh Patel, and we still got to do Captain Jack. I don't know. We'll do that. Oh, maybe we will. Won't take long. Himesh Patel. Doctor Who. Let's do that. Doctor Who. It's kind of weird because, like, you know, that guy's very much a paedophile. And he's like, that song's really good. Doctor Who. Oh, there we go. Smallscreen.com. This is the second thing I saw from there. Wow. This is a new go-to website. It knows about a lot of stuff. Doctor Who. It's written by a paedophile. But let's not think about that now. Doctor Who. Okay. Coming in 5x5. I think that sounds good. That sounds good. That's pretty good. Here we go. Chrome tab. It's this is the same website. Can't believe I did 2 articles on the same website. Tennant and Yesterday's star Himesh Patel reportedly in talks to be the new Doctor Who. Interesting. That's a very interestingly word thing. This seems to be like a industry website. That's very interesting. Okay. We'll look at their home screen after when we're done with this. See who they are. It's been reported that Tennant and Yesterday's star Himesh Patel is in the running to be the new Doctor in Doctor Who. The rumor comes from we got this covered. Yeah. So maybe take a pinch of salt. That's nonsense then. However, Patel will be exactly the sort of actor the BBC would love to play the Doctor. I think he's got too many penises. Okay? I think that, but other than that, fine. He's already proven himself an incredible talent in Yesterday. Even the brief appearance in Tennant, he's 30 years old, the right age for the role. I haven't seen him play that type of role before, right? I would like him to. I haven't seen Yesterday, though. But it doesn't seem... in the trailer for it, he didn't seem to be that type of role. However, Patel will be exactly blah, 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 blah. EastEnders. What's the name of his character in EastEnders? However, previously reported that Dennis Cooley was also in the running for the... I don't believe that at all. He'll, again, great, but I don't believe it at all. However, as I mentioned in my article in the casting rumor, I think that he's too famous for the role. Let's say that Patel's not in the same boat. His star's definitely on the rise. And listen, he needs a good vehicle right now, right? His star's definitely on the rise. And it'll be good for him with a good showrunner, right? I'd like to see him with Toby Whitehouse. Toby Whitehouse, fine. If he can do it, right? If he can do it. But if he can't do it, he can't do it. Fine. So, Himesh Patel, please. We got this covered? That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Doink. Fine. Next up, let's try and find... what was it? The Daily Mail? The Daily Mail. That's not good when Daily Mail auto finishes on your browser. That looks like that show. It's only research, okay? It's only research. I'm not really a pervert. Well, I am. What's the headline? Queen Percy honors passing also war hero. It's wow, yeah, they've been really got this obituary was like ready to go. So ready to go, wasn't it? John Barrowman. Okay, let's pull this up. I'm going to start rewatching Babylon 5. I saw they got an HD version on HBO Max. I've been especially. I also want to see it's a sin as well. Oh man, everything's dragging, man. Come on, interwebs. You can do it now. In your own time. I got that little circly thing going on. Please sign up to the Railways Indiegogo campaign. Yes, indeed. You know what? Let's do the competition. As we're waiting for that to work. Still, oh, man. So let's do the competition. The prize this week. The prize this week is Judge Dredd McKismo. Judge Dredd, well, no, Judge Dredd Crime Flies 18. And let me look at the people who have entered. We'll go for the list. Let's look at the list. Who's on the list? Okay, I gotta go to the list. Yeah. Doink! Who's the winner? Winner is David Pemberton. David Pemberton, you have won tonight. Congratulations if you're in the chat, right? If you're in the chat, congratulations. Finally, the search worked. There you go. Now I'm putting up the article. Media hermit John Barrowman was told to get back in the closet. Really? I mean, like, this is why everybody in the entertainment industry thinks the world's awful, because they think the world is like the entertainment industry. No, we're not vile scum like you guys. For goodness sake. The one. Okay, I just had an ad appear. The one lesson I learned from life, John Barrowman says, my boss asked me to pretend I wasn't gay. How do you eat? I mean, like, that's just really annoying. That, yeah, I live in the same world that happened. John Barrowman, who lives in, and again, I'm a rabbi, I'm a Bible thumping, creationist. We're not really on board, for the same sex relations. Yeah, I still think this is a dick move. John Barron, who lives in Palm Springs, is famous for starring Doctor Who. Actor 53 was told not to mention being gay while working on a US series. He says his experience made him determined to work harder for roles he wanted. I do hope that's not. Well, we'll find out. The Glasgow-born actor and performer 53 is now famous for playing Captain Jack Hunter's Doctor Who. Talked to him. He took part in I'm a Celebrity 2018 and is currently a judge on ITV's Dancing on Ice. He lives in Palm Springs, California, with his husband, Scott Gill. Okay. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is you have to be yourself. I grew up as a people pleaser, and it can be draining. In college, I had this friend who used to try hard to get people to like her, that she was not able to make decisions based on what she wanted. Okay, it's probably not a good thing. I thought, is that me too? One day I was talking to my dad about her, and he said, "You know what? Not everyone is going to like you. You do your best and get people to enjoy who you are, but don't change them." It resonated with me. Well, that's good advice. Okay, I can agree with that. In 1995, I got my first one of my first big telly jobs, a US series called Central Park West. Up until then, I hadn't publicly talked about coming out. I was living with my boyfriend Scott, now husband, in Chelsea, New York. I worked in musical theater, and we had a dog. I mean, how many more clues do you need? He's making a very strong point, isn't he? Right? Yeah, honestly, this was 1995. This is ridiculous. Midway through the first season, I was called by the producers, and they asked me if I would not talk about being gay. I was told that one of the best things that could happen could be if I was pictured collapsed in a gutter with a prostitute. And what? I was told one of the best things that could happen if I was pictured collapsed in a prostitute and a gutter with a prostitute. And that's one of the strangest things that I was being asked to do by a producer who knew I was gay. What? How did that story get worse? That's incredible, right? How on earth did that story get worse? Let me close that. It's bloody annoying. What the hell? Okay, it's not that he said don't be gay. I want you to be collapsed in a gutter with a prostitute. That's what? I think that's the worst. What's wrong with you? That's the worst of the two things. Okay, if you weren't sure, Mr. Barrowman, that was the worst. That was the worst of the two. So I said to Scott, so they want me to not talk about you anymore, and they want me to lie about who I am. But I knew too many people were living a lie, so I continued to go places with Scott and to talk about it. I just like, how would you not? And then I got a script for the last two episodes. My character had been in a fire or a car crash, and the role was going to be recast. I'd been fired. Oh, it's terrible. That made me determined to work harder to get the roles I wanted. Years later, theatre producer Karen McIntosh said to me over dinner one night, not in these exact words, but I admire what you've done, and you've been yourself the whole time. Yeah, I agree with you completely. You've hit a nothing. It makes me feel good. So yeah, listen. The thing about John Barrowman is the reason we all love John Barrowman is because he makes us all feel good. Because he's just like, he's a very positive, happy guy. Look, again, I'm a rabbi. I'm a Bible thumper, right? I literally think it's a sin, right? Now, but it's like I wish him every happiness. I do, and why wouldn't I? Somebody just said Babylon 5. I freaking love Babylon 5. Yeah. So I did. So they've done high def versions of it. I got the first few episodes downloaded. It still looks a bit cheap though. I gotta watch it, but I also gotta watch It's a Sin. And I also want to watch Cobra Kai. I finished season 2. Not as good as season 1. It was still good, but again, not as good as season 1. Again, we need more inventive drama. I mean, you could do a really good horror series or horror stories with with like Zoom, that kind of thing, right? You could do something really interesting with that but you got to be inventive. Okay, I had this idea. What if I was unlimited? I had unlimited wealth, right? What I would do, and I would purchase the rights to 2000 AD, all the cinematic and television and streaming, rights to it. And I would make a 2000 AD verse that doesn't necessarily cross over, but everything has its everything will be bad with 2000 AD presents, and will have that like punk rock sci-fi flavor. So your tentpole movies would have to be Road Trooper. They're doing a Road Trooper movie anyway. Road Trooper, Strontium Dog, and Road Trooper, Strontium Dog, Judge Dredd. But I think the Judge Dredd would have to be like that'll be like the Avengers. That'll be like the culmination. Well, the Road Trooper, Strontium Dog, maybe Bad Company. You want to go crazy? Do Bad Company. That'd be awesome. And then, but they do the phase 1 finale will be Judge Dredd. But at the same time, you do a couple of TV shows as well. You do a Tales of Mega City 1 TV show set in that same universe with Judge Dredd in the background, right? And you'd like will interact, and that could tie into the movie somehow. And you could also do, I would think, and you should do a web like a YouTube based channel, where you put out like a weekly amateur made amateur made like low budget. All this stuff should be low budget, by the way. I mean, not the movies, but the TV. But like low budget, like Twilight Zone, self-contained episode under the heading "Thugs Future Shocks," right? And I just say you would generate such a brand awareness with that, right? And you wouldn't have to again have them cross over. You would just have to you would have that feeling, that 2000 AD feeling, right? That raw punk rock thing. Speaking of which, I've nearly caught up. It was weird when Corona started last year. I fell behind reading 2000 AD, so I'm like 3 weeks behind now, which is like I can catch up this week. Fine. And the Walt Simpson's doing the artwork on Judge Dredd. It is awful. It is unbelievably bad. I can't believe that artwork was approved. It's absolutely terrible, right? It's absolutely terrible. Joe Robbins not time, but I don't think I want to revisit it, to be honest. I do want to check it out, though. I do want to check it out. 2008 presents Flesh the Food of Fear. Exactly. Right? Everybody 2008 presents, right? Oh, is your quiz coming back? Let me think. Let me put you guys on hold. I'll pick a prize for next week. Thank you, Tracy Thomas, for reminding me. Wait there. Fortunately, I don't have to walk far, right? I don't have to walk far to find a prize. I got a pile of stuff right over here. Oh, I might do that. That looks interesting. Let's see what this is. I'm just going to grab a bunch of that. Oh, that's a good prize. Okay, I actually like that one. Fine. I grabbed a bunch of stuff. We're going to look at it together, and we're going to decide which one's the prize this week. So if you're American, you understand, of course. That was the Wheel of... Is it Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, I think Wheel of Fortune thing. Let's have a look. Let's see what a prize would be. What would it be? I don't think it's going to be this. But let's see what this is. This is Judge Dredd Complete K-Files Volume 11. So let's see what's in this one. Volume 11. This will be... Oh, so we're still... we got the Fist of Stanley. We got Oz. The Oz is awesome, right? Oz is absolutely awesome. But it's all in black and white, man. It's a real shame they're not even reproducing the color pages in color. You got the first PJ Maybe story. I think we have PJ Maybe in the chat. Wow. Okay, so this is actually quite good volume, but it will not be this one, right? It won't be this one. I think we'll just cut to the chase. We'll cut to the chase. We'll do something a bit. We'll do Judge Dredd, but something a bit different. Judge Dredd, Brothers in Blood. Judge Dredd, Brothers in Blood. Let me read you the blurb for this. Again, I think that's a Wilt Simpson cover, isn't it? Who did this cover? Oh no, that's I don't know who did that cover. Trevor Harsing did the covers. I was totally wrong. Fine. Let me read you the blurb. This is a cool one. A family affair. When Judge Dredd comes face to face with one of his clones, he knows that the rookie may well be his replacement one day. Old Stonyface isn't getting younger, and he shows the new recruit the streets of Mega City 1. He reminisces about his dead clone brother Rico. Out of respect for Dredd, the clone decides to take on Rico's name, but will he share Rico's fate? Brother in Blood is another modern classic from writer John Wagner. That's very true. And features some art by Simon Fraser, Carlos Aquiza, Ian Gibson, Colin McNeil, and Charlie Arlott. So yeah, so this is basically Dredd and family, right? It's really fun. It's a really fun volume. What should be I think what should be the hashtag? I think the hashtag has to be hashtag Judge Rico. Hashtag Judge Rico, right? That's a hashtag. And we'll give the prize away next week. The week after, though, there will be no competition because we're saving up the prizes for February 13th when I'll be launching my Indiegogo. Can I ask everybody belatedly, can you hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed? That'd be fan, that'd be double dozy. Hit the subscribe button and go and check out the video notes. I'll put the overlay on. I'll give you the full consummation. So there you go. Go and check out my Indiegogo. I got a really cool tier. I'm lining up for that right now. I'm just setting up the tiers right now. So the link's in the thing. Let me just see if the artist got back to me. Oh, hang on, I press it. There, that's the button. I pressed the wrong button. See if he's got back to me yet. And second, wait for that. Let me close that tab. Okay. Let me see. Oh no, I got to look at that one. And no, okay, fine. So I have a very cool higher end perk as well. I got regular level perks, like the cost of the comic is like $20 or $25 for the bigger one. Or you can get here. Basically, it's $20 for Imperium, $25 for biblical. If you get them together, you get the 4 art cards thrown for free. But as a doorbuster, we're going to have 3 doorbuster sales. We're going to have 30 for 30, right? Where the first 30 people can get both comics for just $30 instead of $45. So that's a major saving, right? So then we're going to have the second doorbuster is going to be 35 for 35, and then we're going to do 40 for 40, right? So it depends how quick you are. You can pick yourself up a bargain up by $45 for both books. The shipping's going to be local. So in England, if you get both books, it's about £8 to £10. In America, it's about $15. That I want to try and I really want to keep the shipping low. I'm paying more money to print the books, print lower print runs of the books, just so I can like make sure you both get that cheaper shipping. If I can find a way of printing it cheaper in Australia, I would do that as well. Canada, the shipping is a bit of a pain in the ass. It's going to be the near international rates, which is really annoying because you got to pay for duty. I think I might be able to save like $5 off, but just that. And it's just annoying. It's that much, but I might not even be able to shave $5 off. It's that crazily expensive. So that's like the regular level tiers, like the $45. That's the best one to go for, obviously. But then the next one up is going to be about $150. So I'm looking for an $80 perk, right? But the $150 one. You get a sketch card, like a hand drawn sketch card by Dominic Rancho, and they're freaking awesome. Like the stuff he does is freaking awesome, right? Is that 150? Let me think. I'm doing. I might be able to bring it down under 150. If I can bring it under 150, I will. But it's around there. It's like 130, 140. Well, let's say 150, right? Or the and then for like how much is it? It'll be 220. For 220, you get like a full color 3D one with lighting put into it. Like you can choose pretty much anything. You can do like a Doctor Who one. You could do he will do anything, and he's freaking awesome. So you get and he has things like where your lights up. Like they're just really cool, the stuff he does. So then if you want to get really high end, then at I think $300 you can buy a one set of interior pages, right? And then if you want to get the best pages, then it's 350, right? And it's the original artwork here. I'll show you the artwork, which is freaking awesome. Unfortunately, I did mine digitally, right? So I don't have any original artwork, which is a real pain in the ass. Here, let me just close that, and then do this. Open with. I do not want to use Adobe Acrobat. Now that's like a kiss of death. Basically, I need to replace this computer, right? Macs go about 2 years before you need to reboot them often, right? So here, let me show you the artwork we have. Now, if we reach 5,000, I'm adding 5 pages into Imperium. If I reach what was it, 20,000, I'm adding 20 pages in, right? And if we reach let me zoom out a little bit so you see the full thing, right? So if we reach 40,000, then biblical is going to get a layer of coloring into it. So this front cover, I got the artwork for it. It's freaking awesome. This will be like a 350 tier, right? Let me just so this one I think I would make 350 as well, right? Because it's got the strong prisoner vibe going on. If I get Az's channel to promote it, I will give him that page, 100%. It's so worth 350. This will be a 300 page. It's a 300 page. That's a 300 page. So as that. As is this. As is this. As is this. Oh, I like that page. As is this. Oh, none of these are lettered, by the way. When you get it, they're all lettered digitally. As is this. As is, although I like that page as well. So 300 page, 300 page, 300. They're mostly 300 pages, right? That's a 300 page. That's got to be 350. That's a 350. I'll give you that for 300. 300. Oh man, and that's 350. You got the pivotal James Bond scene. That's 350. Shut up. I'll give you 300. Fine. 300. Fine, you get the idea. So there, that's basically how it works out. There we go. Fine, and of course, if you join the mailing list, then and you get the both books, which is that's the one I'm really pushing, right? Because I just want you guys to read them. I really want you to read them, and I do want to hit the 20,000. I want to hit the 40,000 because I want to have obviously I want the money. That's nice too, but I want to have like the best product humanly possible, right? So yeah, I really would love to hit those best. Right? If I can hit. If I can hit the $5,000 the opening night, that'll be awesome. So opening night, what we're going to be doing is after every few minutes, right? I'll pick a number randomly of the people who are of the number of people who have backed it, and that number backer will receive a prize. It'll either be a book, a movie. Yeah, it's essentially be the same prizes we give away as prizes. But I'm also going to throw in these cool Eagle Moss figures as well. So you might be able to pick yourself up an Ice Warrior. Again, these are just like opening night bonuses. And again, that first the first 30 people get a massive sale, right? So and the second 35 do very well, and the third 40 do very well. So I would, if I can sell those out that opening night, then I'm good. I'd love the idea that Willie, what's his name, had this great idea that he had a special cover, but only if you got it at the opening night. But like, I would really want that. I don't want something that's just limited for that night. I just want it to be limited for the first 100 backers. 1 second. What was 8-bit Snick was saying? John Wagner signed a load of my 2000 AD collection a few years ago. Wow. As well as a few First Dread cover and First Structure Dog issue of Starlord. He is a legend. I agree with you completely. The fan films, the Strunchian Dogs fan film is freaking awesome, right? By the way, if anybody can tell Az, I will give him that piece of artwork. Tell him I will give him that piece of artwork, right? That's the closest I can say is to saying I will suck your dick, because I will not do that. But I will give you that piece of artwork, 100%. Anybody can get that message to him. Awesome. Fine. The fan film, the Strutting Dog fan, freaking awesome. As is the Judge Dredd fan film as well. And again, I really think is a kind of the sweet spot of where Judge Dredd wants to be. Right? I don't think it needs huge budgets thrown at it. In general, I think these huge budgets being thrown at things is generally to the detriment of it rather than the betterment of it. Fine. I think we've pretty much have I covered everything? I think I have. Let's have a look at Himesh Patel is not the doctor. J-Bot Mailbag, yeah. John Barrowman told to get back in the closet. Shut up. Order Ira returned. No, he isn't. John Boyega, life on the plantation. Yes, I have completed everything. So tomorrow I'm doing probably a video about Alan Yentob suggesting that BBC should actually work like YouTube. Good luck with that. And then maybe I'll find some Doctor Who you think to talk about. Maybe I'll finish listening to that Sixth Doctor and Perry release. Oh man, it's just like I'm sick. And it's always Sixth Doctor and Perry. You get this intersectional feminism. PD Rich, in which sense? Geographically, what do you want to say? Spiritually, biblically. Biblically is always the way to go, baby. And that's the way we're going to wrap this up. Biblically is always the way to go. I'm hitting the end broadcast button. I'm hitting it twice. I don't know.